Hey guys, what's going on? It's Fox Parasite here, bringing you a commentary on Getaway, which is my favorite map out of maybe all of the Call of Duty maps ever made, possibly. I don't know. It's a small map. I like the small maps, which is probably why... Well, no, it's not probably. It is why I bought the Battlefield Close Quarters map pack, which I am thoroughly enjoying, and if you people like the smaller maps on Battlefield... you'll probably end up liking that a lot. So, I got a MOAB with the AA-12 here, and Shleby got a MOAB with the Spaz here, which he doesn't understand why I'm kick-ass with the AA-12, and I don't understand why he's kick-ass with the Spaz. So I guess it works both ways. I like to use guns that most people don't, like the AA-12, the Scorpions, the Glock, PM9... Yeah, I think that's the MGs, but I mean, anyone could really use those. You don't. The thing with the LMGs is you don't rush with them. That's just kind of dumb because you move super slow, and your ADS time is a little slower than the other guns. I also like using the Dragunov. That's a cool gun to me, especially since they buffed it with, I think, a better one-hit kill ratio and a what was it? What else did they buff? The recoil on that, I think. So it virtually is better than the RSAS to me, which is a gun I used to use all the time, but it made you run super slow, which I quite didn't understand why. But that's besides the point. But yeah, so now we're gonna focus on my thoughts on Black Ops 2, which, you know, it will be different than others, and I, take into consideration that my opinions are my own, obviously, and if someone else's opinions don't like mine, well, I guess deal with it. So, I saw some gameplay. I've obviously am the voice for the video of the breakdown analysis video, so obviously I've been looking at that as well. Learning some things about Black Ops 2. I haven't sat down for hours on end looking at the gameplay videos of like the GameCon or whatever the hell that was that had the live streaming. I don't care to see that, and let me explain why. In a kind of recent game, I'd sit there and I did that. I watched a whole bunch of gameplay videos and a whole bunch of trailers and stuff like that. Got myself so psyched for the game, and I got it, and I got myself a little bit more than mad because I spent $60 on a game that was worth about maybe PSN store 20, and that game was Brink. The game's not bad, it's just not worth $60 and worth being super hyped over. So I'm starting to be a little leery or weary or whatever on whether or not I even want to look at any more gameplay videos, because I'm afraid that it's going to happen like I did with Brink, where I'm going to get super psyched for the game and find out that as soon as I get it, I'm not going to like it. And someone also asked me a question on if I liked Infinity Ward not Activision, Infinity Ward or Treyarch better. And that's a simple question for a simple answer. Neither. I don't give a rat's ass who makes a game. I really don't. Codemasters can make fucking Black Ops 2, and I wouldn't give a damn. The thing is, as long as you put out a good game where I can enjoy, I don't care who makes it. And I know there's a bunch of fanboys out there that like Treyarch and like Activision, I keep wanting to say, but like Treyarch or Infinity Ward. But the thing is, look at it this way. If those Treyarch fanboys were to play Black Ops 2 and love it, what happens if those same people play Black Ops 2 and that game was actually made by Infinity Ward? You know what I'm saying? Like, what would they say? Would they say it's a good game, or would they say it sucks just because they're fanboys of the other developer? It's interesting. And I get myself out of those conversations a lot of the time because it's usually just nonstop BS that I don't care about. And I feel like I shouldn't have to care about that sort of thing. So yeah, I don't care who makes the game. If it's good, I'll play it. Let's put it that way. So, like I was saying with the multiplayer, you know, I've seen some things I like and I've seen some things I don't. I don't like some of the perks, like I think it's Assassin, where it only works if you're moving, which is a attempt to get people from stop camping. It's not gonna work. Well, with the camping, the perk will work, but stopping people from camping by including a perk or a kill streak or a weapon or an attachment is not gonna work. People are still gonna camp. It may decrease the camping in the long run, but people are still going to camp either way, so who cares? I don't have a big problem with campers. I, every now and then, do, you know, camp to piss people off. I think it's fun. But I don't never seriously just sit in a corner the entire game like I've seen some people do. So, I mean, these perks don't really matter that much to me as far as the ones that prevent you from sitting in a corner and not being seen by people, especially with the one attachment that sees through walls at people that aren't moving, I think. That one is slightly annoying to me, but I don't care about it. Another thing is, which I got confused about, is the sniper thing. If a sniper has Assassin and an enemy team has a UAV, why should they be on the radar? Because they're sitting in a corner or sitting in the back sniping people from long range. That just throws me off. Because then you're saying that these snipers have to constantly be moving. Well, I mean, I know it's just a game, but doesn't that seem a little more than unrealistic? I know games aren't supposed to be realistic, but just think about that for a second. Now, another thing I am actually happy about is the fact that they are coming back with combat training and you're able to play any game mode you want with them, which I'm curious to see if Wager Match is back, because Wager Match with combat training would be funny for some reason. Maybe not like Wager Match with COD points, but just those game modes would be nice. I hope they don't do the currency system, because they messed up with that in the previous game where you could pretty much unlock everything by like rank 40 out of, like, what was it, 80 in that game? The original Black Ops? I'm not too sure. The emblem creator is something that I also don't give a damn about, because, I mean, yeah, it's enjoyable to have some fun emblems and whatnot every now and then. I had a Voltorb one, which Voltorbs kick ass, so I'm allowed to have that. But then you see a bunch of people, well, maybe like half the community, with dicks and tits and vaginas and just obscene, stupid things like that as your emblem. And it's just, I mean, it is annoying, but as some people have said, you don't really have to look at it, so why bother caring? Which is true, definitely. And, but, you know, me, I don't really care if it returns either way. I don't think it is from the last thing I looked at. But if it is, oh well, and if it isn't, oh well. So that's that. So that's pretty much it with this video. There's another thing I'm looking forward to as far as Black Ops 2, and that is the story, because me personally, I did prefer Treyarch stories and campaigns over Infinity Ward's, just because every one of Infinity Ward's campaigns for me seemed very predictable. I always knew like what was going to happen, and I always kind of got hints as to what was going to happen, like main characters dying and stuff like that. I always kind of knew exactly what would happen, and it's kind of bad because, well, you don't really want that. So yeah, this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, everyone, and check out the forums. I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. Every now and then you get a troll or two, but who cares? Just, you know, ignore them. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video.